Whelan Presley Funeral Home and Crematory have been serving Quad City families and veterans since 1889. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes are located in Rock Island, Milan, and Reynolds, and are proud supporters of WQPT. Alternatives is a proud supporter of WQPT and has been serving our community for 40 years. Alternatives provides professional guidance to maintain independence and quality of life for older adults and adults with disabilities.
Bringing the holidays to the River Center and the gnome that you might find as a present under the tree in the cities. Welcome to the 37th year of Festival of Trees in downtown Davenport, a fundraiser for Quad City Arts. Actually, we had volunteers that started working in this building on the 1st of November, making sure that everything turned out beautifully and it actually became a winter wonderland. And it's all under the direction of a new administrator. And we talked to Kim Van Syak about all the work she's done so far and what you can expect to see this year. So you took the reins in May, the end of spring, early summer. Were you thinking about Christmas ever since?
I live in Christmas land, and one thing I've learned is that I have to count on my calendar a lot because I lose days and weeks because I'm always thinking about November, November, November.
Right.
So yes, I am in Christmas land all year long, they tell me.
What was the key for you for this being the first year? Because what we notice is that there's a lot of new elements to Festival of Trees, but you know so well there's people that just want the tradition.
Yeah, I think that the festival is such a beloved event that's been going on for 37 years. It's our 37th year, which is so wonderful, and the parade's 30th year. It's our anniversary for the parade. People like the traditions. My family loves the traditions, but it's nice to see something new. The sponsors like to see something new. The designers like to see something new. So I'm hoping that we have a nice mix of what's tradition, but what's something a little spicy for them too. I hope.
What do you see as the spicy part of Festival this year?
I love the new floor plan.
I do too.
The floor looks incredible.
Now, if you haven't been to the River Center, or if you have at the Festival of Trees in the past, it was basically rows of trees, and now you've kind of created a mass design that looks like a little mini forest.
It's beautiful, and it kind of, I don't know if you guys can get a shot of the ceiling later, but it kind of matches the ceiling, and it feels fresh and different, and I think it's going to be very accessible. And we have so many trees and so many beautiful designs this year, so I'm really excited about that.
You were saying that there's more trees this year than in the past, or at least last year.
Well, yeah, we have a number that we try to hit, and I think we were over it for a hot minute, and then I think we had a couple drop out, but I think we're right where we want to be.
But even so, what do you attribute that to? I mean, like you said, 37th year, the key, to be honest, are the trees. You want to see the trees. For that to be as popular, if not more popular, people really want to be a part of this.
And we have, from what I understand, since this is my first year, I'm learning all this, but from what I understand, we have many new designers, and we had many men on the floor designing trees or helping design trees this year. So I think that's exciting. I don't know if that's social media pushes, getting a younger crowd, but it was wonderful to see that many people, and like the ladies that know each other from years and years and years, and then the new people coming in and getting advice from the ladies and the men who have been here before. It was really exciting to watch that happen over 3 days.
Now, you also have some of the old traditions, such as a Kids Day, Family Day. You honor the military. You have Special Needs Day. How important are those events?
Very important. I think, again, they go with the traditions for the Quad Cities. And I also think so many people like the Military Day near and dear to their hearts, and the Special Needs Day near and dear to so many people's hearts. And it's amazing the letters and the emails that I've got from people saying thank you for continuing with these traditions. The honor trees, Santa's special stars. So grateful to be recognized and to be seen and heard and taken special care of, because we want to take care of everybody.
How are sales for tickets going so far? I mean, is that easy to tell? Because that's where it really counts, is getting the people in through the doors.
We have a ticketing, we're trying to go cashless this year, so we're doing a lot more online. I think ticket sales are up because we really are trying to getting people in the habit of buying online. And so that we don't have to worry about the cash so much. But I think ticket sales are brisk. I think people are looking forward to the festival.
Now, you did mention the honor tree and also the book tree, which are two traditions as well.
Right.
Tell me about those.
The book tree used to be upstairs. It's got a new position. It's down in the Great Hall, or excuse me, out in the atrium. And the books will be donated to local charities. And the honor tree, ornament trees are near and dear. They're over by Sales and Info, and we still have some available if anybody would like to purchase one. And that is a huge, huge part of the festival. And they're handcrafted. They're made by local artists. So come on down and you can honor someone on our tree.
Well, and I think it's also important to point out that everything you see basically is for sale.
Exactly. We are a fundraiser. We are the biggest fundraiser for the Quad City Arts, which is our parent company. And so everything you see, you can take it home with you.
Well, and let's be honest, the arts have had a tough year, as all of us had during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Festival also, very difficult period of time.
Yes.
That's looking back. That's real rear view mirror right now. So the key is helping Quad City Arts right now. And how does the festival do that?
Well, we since we are the largest fundraiser for the festival, or for the Quad City Arts, our money goes towards all the other events that happen throughout the year, bringing in public sculptures, helping with the Metro Art Youth Program. This happens so that those other things can happen as well. This isn't the only fundraiser, but it is our biggest one. And the money we use all year long to bring art to the Quad Cities and to the youth.
And you did mention, of course, that you have people here that are semi-professional or professional decorators, but you also have a lot of artwork from children and from non-professionals as well.
Yes.
Tell me about the importance of the kids' artwork.
We want to bring youth we want to bring the young people into the Festival of Trees, because we want it to live forever. And we have so many people that just come to the floor specifically for that, to come see their high school's art, to see their budding designer trees that are upstairs. And again, bringing the youth in, spreading the word about what we do here, what the Quad City Arts does. We love the local arts. We love the local artwork that the kids do.
You're going to have people coming in going ooh and ah, or they're going to say, ooh, that's kind of a cool idea. I should do that at my house. What do you want your guests, your people who come through, what do you want them to take away from the displays here at Festival of Trees?
I hope they take away some hope, some joy. I hope it kicks off their holiday season. I hope that they maybe learn a little bit about the Quad Cities and what the Quad City Arts does. But at the very least, I just want them to know that what has happened in the past, in those last couple tough years we've had, we're going to be okay. We're going to make it through, and the tradition will live on. And we're here to make everybody's holiday that much better.
Well, in so many ways, this is the unofficial kickoff to the Christmas season.
Yes.
Do you still feel it, or are you almost Christmased out at this point?
Well, I've been told that I might be a little, burnt out at the end of it. But right now, I'm still loving every single day, every single minute. Even the tough stuff has been fun. I've gotten to meet so many wonderful people, and it's just been a great ride. It's been wild, but it's been great.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, people kind of think, they don't take into consideration that you took possession of the River Center. Was it November 1st? Usually the 1st?
Yeah. Yep.
So this was a totally empty space.
Yes.
This has been at least 2 long, hard weeks of getting this put together. Was it more than you thought it was going to be?
My favorite part so far of the festival is seeing behind the curtain and watching it go, just from the ceiling to the floor to, there's just so many areas that we cover, and every area has their own team that brings it to life. The facility guys and gals who came in and just, like you said, an empty floor, And this, every day I came in, it was something different. I was taking pictures, I'm gonna make a book. It was so cool to watch how everyone came together. And it's amazing how they all know what they're doing. For the most part, they've done it enough. They have great leaders, they have great team chairs. And it's just been so fun and so humbling to watch this come together with all these people who just give their time, their talent, their treasure. They're retired, or they take off work from, they take vacation time from work and come and spend their time here helping us get this together. It's been humbling, but it's been wonderful.
And it is a cast of volunteers that really does help make this happen.
Yeah, 3,000 volunteers from start to finish, whether it's setup, whether it's taking a shift in reindeer games upstairs, which can I put a plug in?
Absolutely.
We are looking for volunteers. We have plenty, but we'd love more. So if anybody out there is thinking about coming on down, you get a free ticket and you get to be part of a beloved event. So come on down.
Well, the other big new thing that I keep hearing about is a snow globe.
The snow globe.
You got to tell me about that.
The snow globe is one of our new attractions, and it is it's a photo op. And it is a giant inflatable globe, just like it sounds. And it has a sponsor, and you can come on down and take your picture in front of it, and it's really cool. And I'm hoping we get more stuff like that. I have something I'm working on for next year. I can't tell you what it is yet, but I got something in mind for next year. So
you really do have the next year already in mind.
I have had first quarter mapped out in my head for quite a while. Yes.
So when you walk through the Great Hall here at the River Center, is there one particular area that you like more than the rest?
That's a good question.
Yeah, do you have a favorite? Or I know you're not allowed to have a favorite.
I can't have a favorite,
right.
But as on the other side, before I was the festival administrator, my son, my lovely 26-year-old son, Jack, thought that the parade was for his birthday. His birthday's in November.
And it's not?
So it's not for him.
Right.
But for many years, he thought Santa was there for him and the festival was for him. So just the whole thing has been so wonderful. But on this side of it, I think maybe the design aspect of it, watching all these, because I don't have an necessarily artistic background. I love art, but I'm not necessarily an artistic person. This floors me, how artistic, the doors, the wreath, all of it. I mean, it's just so amazing to watch. I think for this year anyway, that's my favorite.
And also, I mean, the live performances, because you have a stage now that's going to be filled with all different types of acts.
Yep. It's going to be wonderful. We have Star is our chair of the center stage, and she has gone out and beat the bush and got some new acts and some different things that we haven't maybe seen on our stage in the past. So you'll have your traditional bands and dancing groups, but you're also going to see some new things that I'm super excited to be a part of.
This is, like I said, the unofficial kickoff to the holidays.
Yes.
What do you hope people walk away when they leave the River Center? What do you want them to take with them?
I hope that they enjoy their time here. I hope it sparks their Christmas spirit. I know Thanksgiving's right here, but now it's Christmas time. Let's get in the mood and the joy and the happiness of the season. And I'm so proud and humbled to be a part of that for hopefully 30,000 people.
Our thanks to Kim Van Sciek, the administrator for the Quad City Arts Festival of Trees. You know, in a minute, we'll be talking about another holiday tradition, and that is Isabel Bloom's designs, especially the one that is going to be featured here at Festival. So we'll talk about that and some other surprises that you can expect. But first, Laura Adams has a lot on her calendar that you might be interested in if you want to go out and about.
This is Out and About for November 18th through 25th. It's time for the Festival of Trees running through November 27th, including the 30th Annual Holiday Parade on the 19th starting at 10 in downtown Davenport. Plus, the 19th is the Lighting on the Commons in downtown Moline, with festivities starting at 3:30. And there's a Christmas tree lighting at K Square in downtown Davenport on the 18th at 6. It's also time for Winter Nights, Winter Lights at the Botanical Center beginning on the 18th and running through December 11th. The Galesburg Community Chorus Fall Concert takes place at First Lutheran Church the 19th at 7:30. Monica Austin performs at River City Casino the 20th at 8:30. Irving Berlin's White Christmas enchants audiences at Circa 21. All My Sons, the classic Arthur Miller drama, is on stage at Richmond Hills Barn Theater through the 19th. The musical Cabaret is at the Bruner Theater Center from November 17th through the 20th. while Bucktown Review honors veterans at their monthly show at the Davenport Junior Theater on November 18th at 7. The film Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is accompanied by the Quad City Symphony Orchestra on the 19th. Tomfoolery on Tremont features the comedy of Day Peace, the 20th at Renwick Mansion. Comedy Sports performs at the Spotlight Theater Fridays and Saturdays, while GIT Improv provides nonstop laughs at the Black Box Theater in downtown Moline on the 19th at 7:30. For more information, visit WQPT.org.
Thank you, Laura. We are enjoying the kickoff week of Festival of Trees at the downtown Davenport River Center right now. The festival continues through the Thanksgiving weekend, but it is closed on Thanksgiving. And to get us even more into the holiday mood, here's the Bucktown Review with their music, Christ Alone.
Christ alone, my hope is found. He's my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm. What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are still, when striving cease. My comforter, my all in all, here in the love of Christ I stand. In Christ alone, who took on flesh, fullness of God in breathless faith, this gift of love and righteousness, sworn by the ones He came to save. Till on that cross, since Jesus died, the wrath of God was satisfied. Forever sin on Him was laid. Here in the death of Christ I
The Bucktown Review with Christ Alone. The next show that they're planning on producing will be at the Davenport Junior Theater. It is scheduled for December 16th. Right now, we are at the downtown Davenport River Center for the 37th Annual Festival of Trees celebration. And there's so many things on display here, and everything basically is for sale, all to raise money for Quad City Arts. And that includes a very special Isabel Bloom sculpture that is available for a limited time, and I gotta admit, it sells out quickly. So where did the design come from and what else is available? We talked to the chief designer and the co-owner of Isabel Bloom, Donna Young. So tell me about the design that we have that Isabel Bloom made specifically for Festival of Trees.
Yes, well, this is called the Candy Cane Gnome. It's very fitting for this year because of the peppermint theme of the festival. And gnomes are still popular. And last year we did a gnome, and I know it sold out almost immediately. So we thought this would be another great design for the festival.
So yeah, let's be honest,
Yeah.
you have done a couple gnomes so far.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from? I mean,
Well,
it
it's
seems to
funny.
fit.
It's been, the first gnome I did, I swear it was before there was an obsession with gnomes. And my husband saw that I was doing a gnome and he's like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm like, "No, I think it'll be fun." And then all of a sudden gnomes took off. I don't think I caused gnomes to take off.
Let's just say you did.
Let's just say I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good. and I noticed too is that with Isabel Bloom, you were kind of used to, if you go way back a lot of
Yeah.
years, just one color, maybe variations of that.
Yeah.
You are spicing it up with more color these days.
We really are. And it's just something that's evolved over the last maybe 15 years or so.
Mhm.
We've just experimented with different things. You know, the first time we did a pop of color, the customers just went wild for it. So we were like, oh, let's try a few more things. And before you know it, that's part of the design. As I'm sculpting, I'm thinking, how are we going to finish this? You know, are we going to cast it in gray? Or are we going to pour it in green? Are we going to, you know, add paint? Or are we going to do a wash? So it's all part of the design process is the finish now.
And tell me your process. I mean, does it start on pencil and paper, and then does it go to
Sometimes.
clay? And how does that work?
Sometimes I sketch things out. Sometimes I just save pictures. I, you know, kind of search the internet for ideas. But then I sculpt it in clay, bring it into I sculpt at home, so that's kind of nice. Once a
Yeah.
week I work at home, and then bring it into the office, and we all take a look at it. Of course, there have been a lot of conversations before I even sculpt about what it is that we think would be a great angel this year, or what's going to be a great sympathy gift, or a heart, or what does this organization want for their fundraiser. And so then once I come up with the ideas, then I do the clay, and then it goes from there. And then we make molds. We make our own molds, and we, you know, mix our own cement, do our own casting. Everything happens in-house.
You really want to be a part of Festival of Trees. You really do want to help Quad City Arts through
Yes.
this process.
Yes. Do you know that we have been supporting the festival through a sculpture this is our 36th year. I know it's the festival's 37th year.
37th, yeah.
So the first year it didn't happen, but
Yeah.
the very next year we've been making, and actually it started with Isabel. She did 4 or 5 years of ornaments for the festival. And then I've just taken it on. So Isabel really, of course she was all about the arts and supporting the community. And we've just continued with the tradition, and we're very proud to be part of it.
I know Isabel Bloom has moved on, but I mean, almost when you do something like this and you bring up the artist herself, Isabel Bloom, I mean,
Yeah.
in a way, she lives continuously through these, the gnomes this year, but through the artwork that's at Festival of Trees.
I totally believe that. She was a huge supporter of the arts. You know, she loved working with children. She loved encouraging people to play with clay. And
the process
she'd be
continues.
thrilled with this.
The
Yeah,
process and joy continues.
exactly.
Tell me about Isabel Bloom right now. I mean, you had opened a couple brick and mortar stores,
Yep.
but you now basically have West Des Moines,
Yep.
and you've got Federal Street in Davenport,
Yes.
but you have a number of outlets as well.
Yes. And we have a website. So
And that's where I was
Yes,
going. I mean,
yes.
is that where the business is kind of turning to?
a lot,
Yeah.
yes, but people still love to come and see how it's made. So, you know, this is our, I guess, headquarters, flagship store, whatever you want to call
Right.
it. But we had a group of ladies yesterday come. They drove like 3.5 hours to come and take a tour. And the one gal said this has been on her bucket list. So that just made me feel so good. But people love to see where it's made and meet the artists, meet the artisans that are doing the painting, ask questions. It just brings so much more meaning to the sculpture they take home.
Well, and to visit Isabel Bloom, your headquarters and your design center,
Yeah.
is now on the agenda for even the riverboats that are arriving in the Quad
Yes.
Cities, and I'm sure tour buses as well.
Yes.
Are you seeing a larger influx of people from out of town?
Yes, we really have just kind of wrapped up our busy tour season. The riverboats are done for the season, but I've got a call I have to return from a school teacher. She wants to bring her high school art students for a tour. So, you know, we'll still do group tours when it makes sense and we're able to do it, and then start the season up again next spring.
Now, these sell out quickly.
do.
The Festival of Trees and this particular peppermint gnome,
Yes.
candy cane gnome. What else do you have that's available during the season, during the Christmas holiday season?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because you do. I mean, I think I
Yeah.
saw some 50 pages on your website of different things you can
Yes,
order. It's not just
yes.
one or two things.
No,
You have an
no.
awful lot, from ornaments all the way to decorations that could be
Yes.
outside even.
We do a Santa every year. We do, I add a tree every year too. So we've got like a forest of trees now, each with a different design. Lots of ornaments. So yeah, lots of new holiday pieces. A snowman, everybody loves the new snowman. But all throughout the year, depending on the season, we bring new designs out almost every month. A few in January for Valentine's, and then, you know, a few in the spring for Easter. We bring things out for Mother's Day. So it's just whatever the season is, we bring new designs out.
And on the opposite side, because I noticed on the website, there are some limited edition, I don't want to say discontinued, but some of the artwork is slowly being phased out. And there's some wonderful examples of what you do there.
Yes, if we did not retire or discontinue designs, our line would be so huge, it would be hard to manage. So I do, you know, between 25 and 30 new pieces a year. And so that's how many we retire every year. And we give people plenty of notice. So if they really want that piece, they'll get it before December 31st. And right now I think we've got about 6 ornaments that are going to be retiring, and a few other holiday pieces too.
So now is a good time to visit the Isabel Bloom headquarters on Federal Street. And like you said, there are art teachers that are bringing students in. It's not a bad idea if you have kids that are interested in art just to come and visit.
Yeah, we love to encourage people to be creative. And, you know, I'm always asking when we have kids, do you like to play with clay? And I'm surprised at how many kids don't or haven't before, you know. And to me, you know, Play-Doh's been around for years, and that's still a great way to start. Yeah.
But a lot of your stuff is going to be right here at Festival of Trees on display. You got to be proud of that.
I am. I'm very proud of it and very happy that we can continue to do it all these years.
Our thanks to the chief designer and co-owner of Isabel Bloom, Donna Young. And we do hope that you do get a chance to come down here to the downtown River Center and soak in all that is the Quad City Arts Festival of Trees. Thank you for joining us on the air, on the radio, on the web, and on your mobile device, and streaming on your computer as well. Thanks for taking time to join us as we talk about the issues on the cities.
Whelan Presley Funeral Home and Crematory have been serving Quad City families and veterans since 1889. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes are located in Rock Island, Milan, and Reynolds, and are proud supporters of WQPT. Alternatives is a proud supporter of WQPT and has been serving our community for 40 years. Alternatives provides professional guidance to maintain independence and quality of life for older adults and adults with disabilities.